Hello, everybody. Well, welcome. I thought I'd make this short. I saw this video and I'm going to share it with you and then I'm going to comment on it because it's just horrible, man. Horrible.
Oh, okay. Okay. No problem at all. See you shortly, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Secretary, I have to say, it's a first, I'm sure a last as well, that an interviewee's been pulled away to go to the Situation Room. How was the President? Was he stressed?
No, the President is in great spirits. The Iranian mission is proceeding well ahead of schedule. And I have to tell you, well, that I'm a teenager who's considering military service, and I could give this team my highest compliment from President Trump to the head of the Joint Chiefs to the Secretary of War. I would say that I would trust my child's life in their hands.
Now, have you ever seen the face of a man when he says words and just as they're coming out of his mouth, you can see in his eyes that he wishes he never said that? That's what I see here. This man understands that he just sold his son out to the highest bidder. He says he's a teenager. I don't know how old his son is or if he's capable of going to war right now. That's something that I'd like to look at. But having said that, what he said is so demonstrably stupid. Because it's like, oh yeah, well, I would trust my son with them. So your son will not be sent to the war zone. So why are you bringing it up? Because you're trying to show us that you have a position in such a way that you can have your son join the military and they'll keep him out of the war zone. Because if he knows anything, or anyone that knows anything about war, conflict, I mean, I myself have not gone to war, but I have done exercises where I understood that, yeah, in war, there is none of this of, I will protect you. Yeah, you got your friends but war is so unpredictable. You can't guarantee that somebody in the war zone is going to make it back alive or back in one piece, or that their brain won't get fried some way or another. The war zone destroys a person from the way that they come in to the way they come back. It is never the same if they come back. And there is no one, not God, not the president, not the Pope, that can guarantee that you will come back in one piece or alive or unaffected. No one can guarantee that. And anyone that says what this man just said is either completely stupid or willing to sell his own child to the highest bidder for the right price. Because this is another thing. Knowing Trump, he would be, hey, he can join and we'll keep him here in the States. But knowing Trump, will he keep this promise? How many people has he hung out to dry that were loyal to him without a reproach? How many? But nobody learns. This man is the only animal that falls in the same trap more than twice, and 3 times, and 4 times, and they'll do it again. This man has seen custom. Everyone that's around Trump, I don't understand. Why is it that they cannot see what Trump does to all his loyalists? All of them. Oh, but then he will bring you back from the dead, so to speak, if he needs you. If he doesn't, you're going to stay there. And you will find that out, like many contractors found out about his life, but people don't learn. But what really hit me on this one is this man that is so loyal, he is willing to say in public that he would trust his son to these warmongers. My next question is, would you trust him in the war zone, sir? Have you ever seen anything near a real conflict, even a conflict in a neighborhood, let alone in a war zone where people are throwing, there's much higher degrees of violence? Have you, sir? And are you sure you're gonna put him in a war zone, or you think that they're gonna keep him here? I'd like to know. I really would. Okay, so I want to clarify that this thing about selling your son, I know a lot of people are saying, well, you want him to send him to war or not? And he's like, no, I want him to be honest about what the hell he's doing, because see, this was not something that was out of his own volition. This was something that he mentioned after he went to see the president, after he was called back to, hey, you're not telling the story the way we want you to. And then he came back and he added something, and the way his face looks is like, I really didn't want to do this. That man probably is having arguments with his child about, hey, don't join the military. Why? Because most of us who have some military experience understand what it is about. Okay? And look, I don't mind. I never minded giving my life for my country. Okay? If somebody wants to come in and take over our country, I'll be in the first line. Okay? And I'll be proud if my son joins me. But I'm be damned if I'm gonna be first in line to defend Trump's billions of dollars. I'll be damned if I tell everybody, oh yeah, we're patriots because we're defending Trump. No. Trump's a traitor. He's not defending our country. He's trying to enrich himself off of our blood and the blood of our children. Let's be clear. So when this man goes and says, I'd be proud to put my... Even though he's at such heights, he's like, well, okay, yeah, I'd be proud and I would trust him, because he knows. He knows what the fuck war is. And it's not what they have been told, what we have been told. And it is not for the reasons that we have been told. So he's not happy about saying publicly, because his child is listening. And his child will say, oh, Dad, but you said, and he's going to have another argument. Because now he's going to have to convince his son that he's not a hypocrite, okay? But he doesn't want him to join the military. And if he joins the military, he wants him to be freaking protected from any kind of conflict. Most young people resent that kind of fatherly intervention. So now he knows he has a problem. You see what I'm saying? Hit me up with any comments.